Hello, everybody. Welcome to Malcolm versus d4gr0n, Super Ghouls and Ghost. It's gonna be a good one. This is Acidic IV, and here joining me.
We got Fred. That's
yes.
me. What's up, Acidic?
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, man.
Yes.
So this would be the semi-finals of the tournament, I believe.
That sounds right.
At here. We got Malcolm and d4gr0n here, so.
We got Malcolm on the left, right?
Yes, we have Malcolm on the left side here. Let's see. So if anyone's been following along with this game, it should come as no surprise that Malcolm has made it this far, because he's basically our benevolent leader, pretty much. The leader of the Ghouls bunch. He's incredibly skilled at this game. But on the other side, though, we have d4gr0n, who is like no slouch himself. So
yeah, there's definitely some serious ability.
d4gr0n can post some good results here. He's got it in him.
No, what's crazy is like from Malcolm, I'm thinking low 30s. I'm thinking like 33. Yeah. You know, maybe a 33-15, which is it's insane. Honestly, it's absolutely mind-bending.
Yeah, the big let's see, wait, got a message here.
Oh, I do too.
Okay, yeah, so the big thing about, I think, I haven't checked up the stats, but I'm pretty sure that Malcolm's like race average is way lower than anybody else, so...
Yeah, he's crushing it.
Yeah.
Chad is saying Malcolm will easily win, just really easily. Pretty much. I mean, Malcolm versus anyone other than a clone of himself is probably going to be a fairly easy victory. Like, it's... The man is a machine. He's not able to be stopped. So, show of hands in chat. How many of you have completed this game? Like, emulator, original hardware. Man. That's, you know, you gotta ask. You gotta know. It's like we got QC in the chat. What up, QC? I completed the first dog kill. Well, you know, that's an important step, right, on your road to victory.
Nice. Okay, so the race has begun here. Let's see, so both players get the dagger here right away. This is very nice. We can typically work with any weapon we get, but it's just nice knowing from the start, like, you have the dagger, you don't have to do any trickery to get it later.
There's definitely some there's like some psychological reassurance there of like, okay, the game is being nice to me this time. Maybe this is the PB. Possibly.
Maybe. So we just have to make it through here from stage 1, the classic.
Stage 1
by the clam.
I feel like stage 1 is one of the hardest levels in the game. Like there's a lot of, especially from a new player perspective, like there's a lot to learn here. There's a lot to deal with. There's an awful lot of RNG, and the salt is just in piles.
Yeah.
Audio doesn't seem on the game streams. Oh, do we?
Yeah, I don't have any audio either, so there might be no audio right now. Don't look at me. I know nothing.
Oosh, we just work here.
Exactly.
When it's the only level you ever
get. Why would you want to hear the gameplay when you can hear our sweet, sweet voices?
That's it. This is the soft sound of seduction happening right here, live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Anyway, both players do a great job here of completing stage 1, but yeah, like you said, Acidic, stage 1 from a casual perspective is actually really tough because like the first half of the level is like a big like enemy gauntlet, followed by like the developers trying to teach you how to jump with the waterfall section. So just getting to the first checkpoint is just brutal, man.
Ooh, there we go. I think we have volume now.
Here's some creaking.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you, boat.
Behold, the sound. We're pretty close here. Second stage is not that much easier. I would argue that the second stage is level 2 and level 6, assuming you have gold armor, I think are the easiest. What do you think, Fred?
Like from a speedrun perspective or like a casual perspective, maybe?
Ooh, good question.
I guess we were talking about the casual perspective. I don't know. It's I don't know. I guess it's something. Since the first stage is so difficult that once you get past it, you can generally make more progress.
That's valid. Yeah.
So I feel like the first level is the big stopping point, and then the next might be stage 6, I guess.
Yeah. Or when you climb the ladders and the ghosts spawn. Yeah. Like I'm really weary if I see a ghost forming and I'm about to be on a ladder. I normally wait for it, but they'll definitely get you. They will. I find that whenever they're flying straight up, they go a lot faster than a left-right trajectory. So they'll definitely swoop up on you from below and get you on the ladder. There is no casual with ghouls. It's pretty rough, man. It's such a great game though. Like it's so good. Other excuse me. Other than the lag, which I know some people hate, I feel like it stood the test of time really well. Soft caress upon my ears.
But yeah, these two players, since they already have the dagger, this is like the place to look for weapons, basically, since you can't go any faster already. It's just an auto-scroller. But both players have the dagger, so all they have to do is finish the level, more or less.
Just hang out, have some self-reflection time, you know.
Yeah. So speaking of, actually, like game difficulty, I have... I guess Europeans and Americans have a really different sense of how difficult this game is, actually. Because I played this game as a kid in Europe, and like I mean, it's a difficult game, but I don't remember like getting stuck or anything. But like the PAL release, like not only if you, I guess people here are familiar with the speed difference of American and European games. European games back then tended to be slower.
I think like 60 versus 50, right?
Exactly. So Super Ghouls was not only slower, but they also removed a lot of enemies and nerfed HP, like enemy HPs, like across the board. So, so I think stage 6 has. It's either I think it has in America it has 3 Areamers, or in Japan as well, and in Europe it had 2, I believe, and they have like their HP held. So.
What?
Yeah. And stage 7 has the Areamer just flat out removed.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So Astaroth and Nebaroth have their HP down to 50% as well. So like I didn't remember this game being impossible or anything. But I mean that's because I played like easy mode. So
You're going for the quick kill.
Yeah, just dispatching of Barnacle Bob. There's not much that can go wrong with this fight. There's some very, very uncommon pattern where he just shoots instantly.
Yeah.
It's really hard to prepare for, but it's so uncommon that most runners just don't like take that into mind.
I think I've seen it like twice, 2 or 3 times.
Yeah,
it's excruciatingly rare.
So here's another really tough gauntlet, the fire section here. We have a lot of randomness here with the small guys flying around in the lava. God.
Small guys are demoralizing.
The morale killers.
Yeah.
Fun fact, they're actually called fire killers. That's why we named them run killers.
I did not know that. Interesting. Look how quickly the pillars aren't even a problem. Like the fire bear, not a problem. I've got to learn that jump through on the conveyor belts. It looks sick.
Yeah, it's an imp. Yeah, most people just call them imps. The official name is fire killer. But we usually also call them run killers because that's what they do.
Yes, especially the blue ones.
The blue ones are called blue killers. Like, I'm not even making this up. I have actually looked this up, dude.
And I think
It's just a blue killer.
What are the red rosebuds called? It's something weird.
The red ones is just a rosebud.
Or,
The
no,
blue
I'm sorry,
ones are...
the blue one. Yeah,
the blueberries in stage 4 is an annihilation cell.
Right.
Pretty badass name, dude. It's not a blueberry, actually.
We're coming up to it's arguably my least favorite part of this game, which is the goblin spires, which
Yeah.
I
You
like.
see,
I can't
d4gr0n
even.
took a hit, actually, so he's gonna have to be really careful.
Yeah, I think he took it on the first tower, first or second, which is unfortunate.
Oof.
But he should be able to get the upgraded dagger back, right? I think there's 2 chests.
I think so. You should be able to.
Need Telio's handy chest chart shirt here, and then I would know for sure.
So I think, yeah, right here he gets the green armor, so we should be good if we can get past the waterfall. Oh, there we go.
Really nice quick kill on the death crawler.
And for like speedrunning, stage 4 is kind of a break. Like, it's not free, but it's kind of the break between stages 3 and 5, which are considerably worse.
Definitely.
Ooh, malcome getting close and personal with that blueberry genie there. Ooh.
That spike jump makes me cringe every time. Like, the first time I tried it, I landed it perfectly, and I was like, oh, GG, this is easy, and now I can't make it work again. I don't think malcome has been hit yet, correct? He's just still chilling.
Yeah, indeed.
Impervious, if you will.
This run is all fine and dandy until you get hit. That's when the sort of the real run begins. The hustle to get back to gold armor. Oh, and see, d4gr0n takes a hit here actually, so he's gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, with the attempted dodge there.
Yeah, he just had it was just unfortunate because there's something going on with the fire pillars. I'm not quite sure what, but at moments they're just really hard to hit.
Yeah.
So d4gr0n just got that.
The
just impossible to hit it.
What do you call it? The ice worms are kind of like that too, wherein sometimes you just don't hit them. Like I mean, you might be on target, but it just doesn't register. It just kind of phases right through them.
Exactly. So d4gr0n up here, he opts to just jump off the fudge-covered raft, cherry raft, for the steel armor backup. It's just nice to have the steel armor so you can take a hit.
Yeah, safety strats for the win.
Yeah.
This boss
Definitely
isn't bad,
a good idea.
But like, this level's pretty rough, man. Every game is fun in games till you die. Lol.
Exactly.
Till you die over and over and over and over again, and then you get killed by the run killer on loop 2, and you're just full of rage because you were on PB pace.
So malcome manages to avoid the bad luck flower there, which is more or less random, but that flower, the one flower he just jumped over, can wake up early, and it's just a big problem. Oh, and he takes a hit there, going a bit too fast in the flower section, paying for it. This is gonna make the ice cave can be really tricky without the upgraded dagger. You have to be really careful now.
Absolutely.
Meanwhile, d4gr0n is just throwing daggers, dude, at this dragon, the Hydra here. It's working on it.
I love this boss. I love how this boss looks, and most of all, I love that this boss is easy because after, you know, the fire level and then the ghoul's stomach, it's nice to have another easy one. The Hydra is basically a gimme. Really nice armor manipulation there.
So here, malcome reaches the checkpoint, so it's just best to take a death and like reset the chest order, so it's much easier to get back to gold.
Skipping the first chest, skipping the second chest.
He revealed the one chest here, so he'll get the green armor right here.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Oh, d4gr0n also... Man, d4gr0n just styling on the flowers there. Showing malcome how to do it. There we go.
Let's see.
So again, the dagger magic is incredibly strong, so we'll just be using this to kill the stage 5 boss right here. There's very little that can go wrong here. It can give you a very quick pattern, but malcome will already know what to do. Yeah, so malcome pretty much got the worst pattern, but he knew exactly what to do, so no problem dodging the claws.
Isn't there a possibility of a soft lock with that boss? If
yeah, indeed. If you get frozen and pick up the key while frozen, the game will just lock.
Ooh.
It'll soft lock. You just stay frozen and can't do anything. It's over, man.
It's over, man. Absolutely beautiful double armor kill there. The bird, the walk under of the bird gets me every time. I can't make it work. I don't understand. The bird refuses to let me walk under it. It's just like, nah, like, you will not pass.
Damn. Yeah, the same story here. That just use the dagger magic.
Right.
All you have to do. And the boss is just running away from d4gr0n. He knows.
He's like, no,
He's
please,
scared, man.
no.
He saw how d4gr0n handled the flowers. He knows what would happen.
Some bird skip going on.
Oh, I don't think that was intended for malcome there. It'll be fine though. Got some input errors there and failed to throw a lot of daggers.
Oh, the tension is rising.
So here's d4gr0n coming up to Astaroth. Should be no problem for him.
Yeah, there's very little that can go wrong in the Astaroth fight if you use the quick kill, correct?
Yeah, the only thing you have to be careful about is like sitting too close so you get hit by him, kind of. On loop 2 it gets a bit, you can be really unlucky and it can be incredibly fast, but yeah, that's it basically.
That was so clean. That Nebiroth kill was so clean, though.
Oh no! Oh, the bird just shooting a lot of stuff.
Mm. The bird.
Oh no, and the chest despawned. Oh no! Oh, poor d4gr0n. Why did this have to happen now?
It was the
No.
bird's last trick. Like as the bird
Yeah,
was dying,
just
he was like,
despawning the chest trigger.
he said, "Good luck
So
with the chest," and then he died.
yeah, it's something that unfortunately can happen with this game. There's just too many items on screen, so the game just can't place anything else. So chest triggers
Yep.
will go missing sometimes.
It's like, oh, you wanted that chest? Well, you know.
It's just a really rough place for it to happen. Right here. Like the final backup chest before Astaroth and Emerald. They're like, nope, not getting that one.
Still an amazingly quick kill though, especially to have an unupgraded dagger.
Yeah. So Malcolm is back on loop 2 here. It's pretty much more of the same, except everything is like a bit faster. Well, like projectiles and enemies typically don't move faster, but like they will act faster and spawn faster. So it's like subtly different. So you can't like play it like you would the first loop, basically.
Yeah, and it's expert difficulty, right? If your loop 1 is normal, then your loop 2 is on expert, I believe.
Exactly, yeah.
Malcolm with the intentional shield loss there.
Very nice. Yeah, so having the shield, another downside with this early Super Nintendo title, it's not coded that well, I guess. So
Thanks,
having the
Captain.
shield will severely lag the game. So, but I mean, it is what it is. It's one of the first Super Nintendo games, I think, one of the really early ones. So they weren't really sure how to program on the SNES yet.
I think it was a launch title, wasn't it?
Might have been in the US.
Because it was in
Probably not in Japan.
91. Let's see. That sounds right for SNES release. I can't quite. I always hated that game since it sent me back to the beginning. Dude, it's a purifying process. You know what I mean? It's like fasting or something. Like the second loop like makes you whole. You feel me?
It's like this game has its roots in the arcades. This game is not an arcade game, but the two previous games in the series are arcade games, and like this looping system isn't like an arcade holdover more or less. So
It was the 35th game released for the system, October 4th for Japan and November 28th for the Americas. Thank you.
yeah. So if anyone's interested in this game but find like the lag off-putting, there's a great patch called Super Ghouls and Ghost Restoration, I believe, which lessens the slowdown really drastically. So it's a great patch if you want to try the game.
Interesting.
And run some real hardware and all that. So it's just really interesting to see what the game could have been like during like the actual lifetime of the SNES.
Yeah, like if it had, let's say, been, 250th game released, and they had some experience there. It's really clean level 1 here.
See if d4gr0n can get a really fast kill here. Oh, no, two jumps, man. He's just pretty fast. It was just really good.
Melted.
Yeah.
My level 1 boss fight needs a lot of work. Like he normally drives me almost all the way to the left of the screen, and then I watch these guys run, and it's like, oh, that bird flapped like twice, and he was dead.
Yeah. Yeah, the dagger is incredibly strong for a multitude of reasons, but specifically for the bird, it's there's no cooldown on the dagger. You can throw. I mean, maybe there's like a 1-frame cooldown, but it's incredibly fast. So, and there's 2 fire buttons in this game, so it's very easy to mash.
So. That's something else I gotta start doing, man. My whole life I've played this game with 1 fire button, And I think it's time. I think I need to be one of the cool people and do that weird claw thing where you like hold the controller like you're an eagle or something and double tap. I think it might be time.
Might be time, yeah. So yeah, this is just again a really long auto scroller.
Yeah.
The only thing you can do is kill things quickly, because of course you can make things lag in this game. So you just want to get rid of enemies as fast as you can to make sure it doesn't lag the game. But that's about it. Yeah, this game has great music. I think
so
the
good.
composer is Mari Yamaguchi, she's called. She also made Mega Man 5, I know.
Really?
NES, yeah.
Interesting. I don't know that I
And
played 5.
hmm.
I played the first Mega Man X like religiously though, and
Oh, I didn't mean Mega Man X, I meant Mega Man 5, not
oh
X5
oh oh, gotcha. Let's
on
see
the NES.
which one was 5? Is that the one that had Skull Man in it?
No, that's 4 actually.
4 was the Heat. Like
Yeah, she also made if you want music that is similar to Super Ghouls, you should check out Mickey's Magical Quest. I don't know the exact title, but it's another Capcom game on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, that game was lit actually.
Yeah, it's a really fun game, and it's the same composer, so the style is kind of similar. Also great music.
Heat Man, wasn't that the dude who was basically a zip fighter? Like he had the flip
Mystic
top
Fighter, yeah.
lighter head. God, I love those games.
Malcolm is back in the lag furnace here,
The lag furnace.
just burning away the frames, man.
God, I hate this level so much.
It's a really tough level, but if anyone is wanting to get into speedrunning this game, there's actually I'm not gonna say it's a newly discovered trick, but like a newly put to use trick here that you can get through this level without being able to get hit. There's an invincibility glitch basically for this stage, so you can more or less just run through this entire stage. The same thing can be done for stage 5. So
Yeah.
which makes running the game for beginners just a lot more friendly, I guess.
I love
You
the
can
stage
actually
5
make
one.
it through the game, which is huge.
Like stage 5 invincibility it's so good. It's such a needed reprieve. Like, and it, in my opinion, one of the best things about it is, so you know, at the checkpoint of stage 5, you do the magic cast right before the avalanche hits you. You're invincible as long as you don't cast magic. So you get to the boss, you kill the boss because you're invincible. And then you get to level 6 in the gold. It's a freebie. Level 6 is the can you cast magic 6 times simulator. Like that's all you got to do. You just dragon 6 times. Done. GG.
There is a backup for stage 6 if you don't have gold armor, which is also incredibly important to know for new runners.
I don't know if I've made that work yet. Like I think I finally understand it. But
like it's actually free. Like it's 100% free. So
it boggles my mind because like I keep thinking that I need to jump when the genie is rising, because like physically that makes more sense to me that it would then bump me upward. But apparently,
yeah. It feels like you're supposed to land on top of the genie, but the only thing that matters is hitting the genie on his right side, so you get pushed right.
Interesting. But the game is really low compared to Mike.
Oh, I can maybe fix.
Let's see. I think I could drop my mic volume.
Let's see. I upped the volume a bit here. Not sure if it's enough. Let's just put one more for good measure.
Join our Discord. Bam! Yeah! Bam. There's the SG&G Discord. The community is absolutely fabulous. Like, there's There's tons of people who are willing to help. There's tons of people with advice. Shout out to Fred, the man himself, for making an auto splitter, because yes, it's so good.
This game has auto splitter support for most modern emulators, so
it's so good. Like it doesn't sound like at first it would be that big of a deal to just press a button at the end of every level, but trust me, when you're in the zone and you're focused, it's nice to not have to remember to hit that button. Because I'll be like on level 6 and it's like, oh wait, did I not press that on level 3? Oh well, rip run.
Well, guys, it actually should be possible if you have an ST2 SNES to split on real hardware.
That would be amazing.
I'm not sure how fast it is, but it can be done.
Like the man, the myth, the legend, ladies and gentlemen.
So anyway, see here. So Malcolm is just riding the cherries here, which are fudge covered in the blueberry cave. Basically, this is a gastronomical trip.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, d4gr0n is just going for the quicker kill. Oh! And saving it, dude. Not doing quite enough damage there, but not getting phased, just killing the boss in cold blood there.
Cold-blooded.
The Hydra is cooperating with Malcolm right there.
That was just so clean.
The head movement is randomized, so you want all the heads to just group up and move down so you can hit them easily.
Both these runners are on a fabulous pace.
Yeah. Like, d4gr0n is doing really well, considering he had, like, the really bad behavior of the flower, like, not being able to hit the flower and stuff in the first loop. It's keeping up. Oh, Malcolm is being a bit too eager there, jumping right into the woo.
Oosh.
So once again, he's gonna have to do the ice cave without upgraded daggers, so he's gonna be have to take it a bit careful. Oh! Oh! Just jumping through the ice vines.
Oh, they were chasing him too.
Yeah. So he's just, once again, he's just gonna reach the checkpoint and take a death, because it just makes it easier to get back to gold armor here.
That armor manipulation, though, I've got to start doing that. The double jump and then the dagger throw to push him upward that's excellent.
Yeah. Actually, you can just walk under him on loop 1.
Interesting. It seems like I die to a swoop though. It seems like he swoops me sometimes, and I'm not sure.
Yeah, on loop 2 you can do that, but not on loop 1.
Oh, maybe that's where I'm.
That's what I'm talking about. The loop difference there. The Aremer will take action faster, basically.
Interesting. It's so weird for me to see this done without the invincibility glitch.
So yeah, if you're wondering, like, why aren't these runners using the invincibility glitch, it's because it's faster to not use it. But like, if you're like starting out this game, it's absolutely viable. Like, you can get great times even with the invincibility glitch, and it most importantly, it makes you finish runs. So
yeah,
it's absolutely no shame in using these strats. These runners are just really high level, so they'll go for broke, basically. Do the hardest tricks in the book.
I'm so excited for this Astaroth Neburoth fight. Like, I'm so hyped.
Yeah. Let's see here what Malcolm opts to do. Okay. He's doing the Aremer push strat there. It has a moderate success rate on loop 2, but it can fail if you're unlucky. But he chooses to go for it since the success rate is probably above 50%. Yeah, I guess it works out nicely there. That using the glitch is actually slower, but it's not like it's not tremendously slower. It's just slower. So if you want to go for the really good times, you have to stop doing it. But for a
Yeah.
long while, you can keep using them, get through the game.
It's what, like a 10-second delay ish,
Yeah.
something like that.
Interesting. Malcolm moving a bit too far to the left there, drawing a shot from the bird. Might just be intentional. Never know with Malcolm. Sega Master System. That's a cool console, but we're playing on the Super Nintendo right now.
Who's cracking a cold? That's my text alert on my phone. My bad. I put it on silent.
Oh, alright, so here's Malcolm fighting the... This is a really tough fight here at the end. Probably most players who got here weren't able to finish this fight.
It's brutal. It just is. It's so brutal, in fact, that knowing it's coming up has screwed me up in quite a few ways. Ooh.
Malcolm has no troubles though. Using a nice damage boost on Nabiroth to get a truckload of damage from inside the hitbox. See here,
Can we address how cool this final boss looks? I mean, like, look at this. This is awesome.
This is basically the Professor F special, by the way. If you guys have ever played Mega Man X, you should recognize this boss. It's the call sign of the director of these games. Oh, d4gr0n missing a dragon there, I think, so Astaroth was able to walk into him.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a really clean run there by Malcolm.
Yeah, it was.
Once again, showing his extreme prowess of this game.
34 minutes.
Probably the man or not even probably, he is the man who's put the most time into this game, and it really shows. He's got this game in his pocket. Well, as much as you can have super goals in your pocket, basically. It's like trying to put a lion in your pocket, I guess.
Yeah.
Though d4gr0n is having a really good run here as well, so... he's on 2-7, so basically the final level here.
Really,
he still has the bracelet fight to go, so that's the big challenge.
.34.47 is the PB. I'm still hoping for the sub 45 PB. I'm hanging out at like 49.11, and I had a sub 20 loop 1 that was lit, but I keep making really just run ending mistakes at Astaroth Neburoth the second time, and
yeah, it's a tough fight.
It is.
There are some tricks that will make it easier, but it's always gonna be kind of difficult.
Yeah, the crouch thing. I'm trying to employ the crouch thing, and that so far has been a game changer.
Yeah, like it doesn't sound like it would do anything, but it completely changes the fight. Being able to stop Astaroth and Neburoth from walking. Like you can see here, d4gr0n got a bit too close and got hit. What can happen now is that like Astaroth is going to push him out. You see, he's just taking over the ledge. He's just standing on the ledge, taunting d4gr0n right now. Like this is a big problem. So another thing with the bracelet is most people don't know that it does more damage the closer you are.
Yeah.
So if you hit, I think it's something ridiculous. Like if you were to hit Neburoth only with like the end bit of the bracelet, you need to hit him like 60 times or something. Probably even more.
There we go. And obviously you get if you have the gold armor, your range is upgraded for the bracelet, and I believe it doesn't overall up the damage, but it makes it to where it does.
It's easier to land higher damage, basically.
Yeah. Thank you. But there's no spell. Like there's no gold armor spell. It's
There's
just
no spell.
like,
You gotta fight it out the old gentleman's way here.
it's like, oh, you want a bracelet? Well, here, that's what you get. Just the bracelet. No spell to go with it. Just the bracelet. And it sucks. It's so bad. It's like
The bracelet, it's not terrible, but
it
like,
is
if you
though.
compare the bracelet to its predecessor from Ghouls and Ghosts, the Psycho Cannon, it has been heavily nerfed compared to that game. But it's still pretty strong, but it's hard to use.
The range just kills me, man. Like I mean, it's not like I would rather have the bracelet than the tri-blade, right? Don't get me wrong, but I think I'd rather have the axe than the bracelet, and that's saying something.
Yeah, just like basically what Sil in the chat says. It's not the dagger. It's basically what you can say about every weapon in this game besides the dagger.
Axe greater than bracelet. You heard it here first, man. Like,
good fight by d4gr0n though. He got a very difficult pattern to deal with from Sardius there from the beginning. That's why he took a hit. It's just really hard to deal with. He gave it a try, but wasn't able to succeed. But he got it still in 3 cycles, I believe. So that's a really good fight there. Well done by d4gr0n for sure.
What a great run.
It was good runs. Really good, solid runs from both runners here. malcome, of course, the favored party here, so to speak, did really well. I think he took a hit before both ice caves, so that was a bit unfortunate there. Overall, besides that, I think he had a really clean run. d4gr0n running into a few hiccups there, especially with the flower, the unhittable flower in stage 4. That was really unfortunate.
There was.
But I mean, he kept it together. Like with this game, once you take a hit, it's just really easy to just recover both in game and mentally, I feel. So he kept it together and got the sub 40 in a race, which is a really respectable time.
I wish the horse was in this game. Like, every time I see these credits, I think that, like, I just want to ride the horse through. I don't know, maybe like on the raft of level 2. You know what I mean?
Maybe the horse could swim.
Really
what if the
horse
swims faster than the raft, dude?
You feel me?
Yeah.
What up, d4gr0n?
Wait, we got d4gr0n with us?
I think so. Isn't that who that was?
Yeah,
what up, man?
Yeah, I was just invited to join.
Yeah.
Probably post interview for the race.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
It was a pretty nice run, d4gr0n. Dude, I saw you had the hard to hit fire flower in stage 4, man. That was rough.
Yeah. Well, I think I just threw that third dagger too soon because it just didn't hit anything. So
yeah, there's just something strange going on with trying to hit those flowers. I don't know what exactly, but they're just really hard to hit sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, aside from that, well, I mean, there's obviously some takeaways. I think probably the truly big loss was the Neburoth Astaroth Goddess Bracelet fight. I just
taking that early hit.
Yeah, that early hit was brutal.
Yeah. I'll go on the record and say that I was not practicing up to this point, but that's not an excuse. I kind of got caught up learning a new speed game, so and I have been having a lot of fun with it. So, but I have been putting some serious grinding to it, and I should have probably practiced a few things, prior to it. But what can you do, right? It is fairly early in the morning for me to be.
Dude,
Since
Kirby
I'm West Coast.
64 is lit. Kirby in general is lit, though.
Yeah, what other things? I mean, I guess for the biggest takeaways, I didn't have a death that was like big loss. There was no big loss of deaths. All deaths were pretty much intentional. Like I just abused the checkpoint and carried on from there.
Yeah, exactly. You kept it together though, even if you took a hit and stuff. That's the important part, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think after loop 1 though, I kind of just knew I didn't really stand much of a chance at that point. Unfortunately, I'm much like a lot of other runners in that I just have to hope Malcolm makes a huge mistake.
That's the only
a ton of fine.
He's really a machine, you know, like it's beating Malcolm is basically like, okay, well, did Malcolm's controller die in the middle of the race? Word, then someone else has a chance to win here.
I think the last time we fought, you know, a pretty costly death for him did happen, so that gave me a chance, but still squandered it. Bad loop 2, you know. That's life in Super Ghouls'n Ghost, am I right?
That is. It's par for the course. Like it's almost not a PB run unless you screw it up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
God,
all right. Any parting words, d4gr0n?
Good luck to everyone else who's still in the tournament. I assume that's you, Fred, and
well, I think you're still in the running, right, d4gr0n?
No. I still am. I'm just wishing everyone else good luck.
Yeah.
You know, on top of myself. You know, Malcolm for advancing to grand finals. I have to await whoever comes out on top in the losers bracket, where hopefully I will not have another performance like this again. But
I mean, 38-36 is still pretty good for a race, man.
Yeah, it's a fiery time.
Yeah, I guess when you think about it, yeah, it's a pretty consistent result.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, thank you all for watching. And yeah, I got nothing else.
Yeah, same dude. Thanks everyone for watching. This has been the good stuff. I think the next game will be the losers bracket. That would be me against Sam I Am.
Is it gonna be here? Is it gonna be hosted
next week?
Oh, next week.
Yeah, I'm guessing. I don't actually know.
Oh, okay.
I think it's next week.
But, cool. We got the links dropped. So yeah, if there's anybody out there, right, if you've beaten the game before, or if you haven't beaten it and you're thinking, man, maybe I want to do that. Maybe I want to start speedrunning it. Real talk, jump up in the Discord, say hello. It's a great place to hang out, and we need more runners. You know what I mean? We need more people to, how do you say?
We always need to recruit more poor souls. I mean runners.
Yeah, that's it. The suffering needs to be spread more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So do your part and come suffer with us. Here's the Discord link again. Man. It feels great, as a matter of fact. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us today, and hopefully we will see you next time.
Yep. See ya.
See you later.
Will there be another run after this on this channel? I believe so. It'll be the same game, but next week, like on Sunday, there should be the next branch of this tournament. But thank you guys again, and have a good one, everybody.